Hey everyone, this is Alex the Real Mr. Robinson here. You saw my thoughts on the Golden Razzie nominations yesterday, and now it's time for me to talk about the Oscar nominations, which I literally know nothing about right now. I woke up, tried to stay the fuck off Facebook as best I can, and so I have on YouTube with my PlayStation 4, I have the full show up, like where they announce the stuff, because I'm not one of those guys that gets up like at 5 in the morning to watch the nominations. I'm just not. I like my beauty sleep. I have been spoiled by some of the nominations, mainly the Best Actress nomination, but well, whatever, and a few Best Picture nominations, but whatever. That's just a few things. I'm gonna watch this as a total surprise. But before all that, one thing I got to address, and this was the first thing I woke up to actually. I heard about the death of Alan Rickman, who was Snape from Harry Potter and Hans Gruber from Die Hard. It's so tragic. It was a shock because I didn't think that he would die this soon. But it truly sucks, and losing David Bowie sucked as well. I don't like to talk about deaths that much, or at all on this channel. I just felt like I had to say something, because those were truly talented men right there. But, I mean, rest in peace, both of them. After that, let's just watch the Oscar nominations. Now, I'm not going to be showcasing every category, I'll say right now, I'm not going to be showcasing the two sound categories. Best Animated Short, Best Live Action Short, Best Documentary, or Best Foreign Film, because I've not seen any of them or really cared to voice my opinion on, the sound stuff, because I'm not an expert in that category, but I will try to do the other ones, like music, song to the best of my ability, and the important categories. So without further ado, let's get this thing started.
For Best Original Song, the nominees are
Best Original Song.
Earned It from 50 Shades of Grey.
Really? Oh, whatever.
Manta Ray from Racing Extinction. Simple Song number 3 from Youth. Till It Happens to You from The Hunting Ground. And Writings on the Wall from Spectre.
Oh, okay, I had a little screw up there, but I just screw up there because of the PlayStation 4 remote. But that's a nice way to start the Oscars. Our first movie to get a nomination is one of the shittiest movies of the last year, so hope you enjoy that.
For achievement in cinematography, the nominees are...
Alright, let's see.
Carol.
Cinematography. Didn't see Carol yet.
The Hateful Eight,
Hateful Eight was beautiful.
Mad Max, Fury Road,
That was definitely an awesome looking movie. The Revenant, I think that's the winner.
and Sicario.
Oh, of course, because Roger Deakins... Of course, Sicario would get a nomination, because Roger Deakins, like the Alfred Hitchcock of cinematographers. He could do anything. It'll look great, and he will never get a win. I don't know. Maybe this year. Maybe this will be the year.
For Best Animated Feature Film, the nominees are
Give me Inside Out here.
Anomalisa,
I want to see that movie.
Boy and the World,
Never heard of that.
Inside Out,
Thank you. That's the winner right there.
Shaun the Sheep Movie,
Want to see that. I've heard great things about it.
When Marty Was There.
Wow, No Good Dinosaur. I like The Good Dinosaur, but really, Inside Out was going to win it no matter what. Yeah, that's interesting. Now I guess I have to see some of... I mean, I want to see Shaun the Sheep and... God, I just blanked out on that name. The first one they mentioned, where it's stop motion also. Yeah, but I think Inside Out will win.
For performance by an actor in a supporting role, the nominees are
Sylvester
Christian
Stallone.
Bale in The Big Short,
All right.
Tom Hardy in The Revenant,
Oh, wow.
Mark Ruffalo in Spotlight,
What, sporting?
Mark Rylance in Bridge of Spies,
Okay.
and Sylvester Stallone in
There we go. All right, so Sylvester Stallone's my clear choice. I think he's going to win because, as history has shown, the supporting actor category is usually the most predictable thing in the world. I mean, look at Christoph Waltz for Inglourious Basterds and Django, J.K. Simmons for Whiplash. But I got a bone to pick with Mark Ruffalo being nominated in Spotlight. Yeah, he was good, but he was the lead actor in that movie. He got top billing. He was the star of the movie. So that's a damn shame that he's not in there for best leading actor because he was the lead role of the movie. But the others were good.
For performance by an actress in a supporting role, the nominees are Jennifer Jason Leigh, The Hateful Eight.
I got things to say about that.
In Carol. Rachel McAdams in Spotlight.
Oh, wow.
Alicia Vikander in The Danish Girl. And Kate Winslet in Steve Jobs.
All right. Not a bad list. Here's my thing. When I did my Hateful Eight review, I said that Jennifer Jason Leigh was a lock. If she won the Golden Globe that night, she would win the Oscar. And now I'm just like, maybe not, because she didn't win the Golden Globes. Kate Winslet did, so, I don't know. This category is up in the air. I did not see The Danish Girl, which I find it funny that the Hollywood Foreign Press nominated Alicia Vikander for leading actress in that movie. And she's supporting actress according to the Academy, because the Hollywood Foreign Press nominated her for Ex Machina in the supporting category, which I think was a phenomenal role. But good on Rachel McAdams. She was great in Spotlight also. Now I really need to see Carol. And it's funny that Rooney Mara got nominated for a Razzie this year as well. Yeah, great batch of nominees. I think Kate Winslet will take it, just on the basis of what happened at the Globes.
For achievement in visual effects, the nominees are
Star Wars.
Ex Machina.
Oh, wow. Well deserved, though.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Pretty cool.
The Martian.
All right.
The Revenant. And Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Very well deserving. Here's what I'd say about visual effects. Ex Machina had fantastic visual effects because they were so subtle. And sometimes with Ava, I had to keep telling myself repeatedly, like, that's not a real AI. Good for that movie getting nominations. Mad Max Fury Road was cool in the fact that it used a lot of practical effects, but mainly it was just stunts and big cars blowing up and shit. So, there's that. The Martian was cool. Not much to say about that. The Revenant. While the bear attack scene was really well done, really well executed, all the other CG effects with the animals honestly look like shit. So, I just don't see myself picking The Revenant. Star Wars is my obvious pick because that movie blended CGI and practical effects so flawlessly that, like, sometimes I'd look in the hangar of the Star Destroyer and go, no, that's not real. And there are a lot of people out there who still think BB-8 was CG. So, like, my dad included. When my dad found out that BB-8 was an actual thing, he was like, wait, how did they do that then? So, I think probably on BB-8 alone, Star Wars would win and should win, in my opinion. But, hey, we'll see what happens.
For achievement in film editing, the nominees are
Film editing, let's see.
The Big Short, Mad Max Fury Road.
That is a well-edited film.
Spotlight. And Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Oh, awesome. I don't have much of a comment on the nominees and what I think should win, but for Star Wars The Force Awakens, an old friend of mine back in elementary school, his mother's one of the editors on that movie, so, hey, that's awesome. That's, congratulations for her.
For achievement in production design, the nominees are Bridge of Spies.
All right.
The Danish Girl. Mad Max
Fair
Fury
enough.
Road.
Yeah.
The Martian.
Yeah. And Star Wars?
And The Revenant.
Oh, I guess not. Okay. Whatever. I don't know if I have a pick on this. I mean, the only one I haven't seen is The Danish Girl, and The Martian had a lot of neat space designs, but Mad Max Fury Road just had a shit ton of crazy, insane cars to make, so I think probably on the cars alone in Mad Max, I'd give it to Mad Max.
For adapted screenplay, the nominees are Charles Randolph and Adam McKay for The Big Short, Nick Hornby for Brooklyn, Phyllis Nage for Carol, Drew Goddard for The Martian, and Emma Donoghue for Room.
I don't know who I'd give it to. Nice batch of categories. I really like the screenplay for The Martian and Room. I haven't seen Brooklyn or Carol. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
For original screenplay, the nominees are
Aaron Sorkin.
Matt Sharman, Ethan Cohen, and Joel Cohen for Bridge of Spies.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Garland
Good.
for Ex Machina.
Oh, wow. Good.
Pete Docter, Meg LeBeau,
Good.
Josh Cooley, and Ronnie Del Carmen for Inside Out.
Good lord, a lot of writers.
Josh Singer and Tom McCarthy for Spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonathan Herman.
Whoa!
Murlock, Ashley Savage, and Alan Wankus for
Wow! Upset! No Aaron Sorkin anywhere to be found. That's interesting. Wow, so this just changes things up. A little disappointed that he's not in there because he won the Globe and he is a phenomenal writer, but, man, this is a tough one. Ex Machina was a very smart screenplay. One of the smartest movies I've seen last year. It was just absolutely phenomenal. So I'm glad that Ex Machina is getting some Oscar attention. Inside Out. It's very well written also. Just the way that they make you think about like what's going on in your head is very well done. The emotions there. No pun intended. But I think it's really well done. And good to see Straight Outta Compton getting a nomination because I thought with it being released in August, it wasn't going to get anything. But hey, that's awesome.
For original score, the nominees are
Give me John Williams.
Thomas Newman for Bridge of Spies,
It was good.
Carter Burwell for Carol,
Didn't see that.
Ennio Morricone for The Hateful Eight,
Unexpected. No, expected.
Johann
I'm sorry.
Johansson for Sicario,
That was expected.
and John Williams
Yes!
for Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yes! John Williams has still got it in him. Now, the reason I was not rooting for Ennio Morricone is because he was going to get the nomination no matter what. Star Wars was not screened for the Hollywood Foreign Press ahead of time, so they could nominate Star Wars. So I've been very curious to see what category Star Wars was going to get, and I was really hoping for score for John Williams because I think the man is an absolute master. So is Ennio Morricone. I think Morricone is going to win, and I'm willing to accept the fact that he might win, but I'm just happy to see John Williams got the nomination because he is my favorite film composer out there. The man's a genius. Ennio Morricone's score was phenomenal in Hateful Eight also.
For achievement in directing, the nominees are
All right, let's see what's here.
Adam McKay for The Big Short,
Really?
George
Okay.
Miller for Mad Max: Fury Road,
All right.
Alejandro G. Iñárritu for The Revenant,
I'm not surprised.
Lenny Abrahamson for Room,
Okay.
and Tom McCarthy for Spotlight.
All right. Nice to see Adam McKay get the nomination, especially considering his background has mainly been with Anchorman. It's great to see like this guy's career evolve. George Miller is well deserved for Mad Max because like just the amount of insane action and camera work that goes into that movie is absolutely splendid. And Alejandro Iñárritu did a great job with The Revenant also. So, I mean, they all did good jobs. I'm guessing Alejandro Iñárritu might get it. But, I mean, okay, here's something I'm going to say about Mad Max. George Miller did a great job directing it, but I don't think Mad Max is Best Picture worthy. But given the Golden Globes, I think it might get nominated for Best Picture, which I don't understand. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's a good batch of directors right there.
For a performance by an actress in a leading role.
Give me
the
Brie
nominees
Larson.
are Kate Blanchett in Carol.
That one guy.
Larson
Yeah.
in Room.
There we go.
Jennifer Lawrence in Joy.
Okay.
Charlotte Rampling in 45 Years.
Not heard of that movie at all.
And Saoirse Ronan in Brooklyn.
That's not how you pronounce her name. Okay, side note. I was watching The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and Saoirse was on the show, and she was telling everyone how her name is spelled out, and it's Saoirse, not Saoirse. I thought it was Saoirse, but it's Saoirse. Anyway, not seen Brooklyn. I guess I should see it now, and Carol. Jennifer Lawrence was good in Joy, but Joy was really a crappy movie to begin with. Um, but Brie Larson is phenomenal in Room. She's absolutely fantastic. I think for Best Actress, that is a mortal lock. That is a lock that Brie Larson's going to get the win. If Jennifer Lawrence wins, then I'm going to be upset because I'll be honest, when she won her Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook, I was a little disappointed because I thought Jessica Chastain in Zero Dark 30 was better. So if Lawrence wins, then that's going to be a huge disappointment because Brie Larson was so much better and Room was overall a better movie.
For performance by an actor in a leading role, the nominees are Bryan Cranston in Trumbo.
All right. Good for
Matt
him.
Damon in The Martian.
Matt Damon.
Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant.
Lock,
Michael
I hope.
Fassbender in Steve Jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And Eddie Redmayne in The Danish Girl.
Of course. I have not seen The Danish Girl. I really don't have much of a desire to see The Danish Girl because it just looks so manufactured to win the Oscar, which I don't think it's going to. But I don't know. I think, yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is my pick. I think it's really his time to get the Oscar because he was so good in that movie and spoke very little. Like, his actions spoke for it all. Bryan Cranston, good for him for getting an Oscar nomination because he's a fantastic actor, but I did think he was a little too over the top in Trumbo. And Fassbender's really great also. And then Matt Damon is really good also. So, yeah, great bunch of actors, but Leo should get it.
And finally, we are pleased to announce the film selected
All right.
as the Best Picture nominees.
Let's see if there are any surprises
They
here.
are The Big Short, Brad Pitt,
All right.
Dee Dee Gardner, and Jeremy Kleiner, producers. Bridge of Spies, Steven Spielberg, Mark Platt, and
Okay.
Christy McConsko Krieger, producers.
Surprised Spielberg didn't get a director nomination.
Finola Dwyer and Amanda Posey, producers.
Now I need to see Brooklyn.
Mad Max Fury Road,
Of course, Mad
Doug
Max.
Mitchell and George Miller, producers.
Whatever.
The Martian, Simon Kinberg, Ridley Scott, Michael Schaefer, and Mark Hupham, producers.
All right.
The Revenant, Arnon Milchan, Steve Golan, Alejandro G. Ayotitu, Mary Parent, and Keith Redmond, producers.
So many producers.
Room, Ed Guiney, producer. And Spotlight, Michael Sugar, Steve Golan, Nicole Rockland, and Bly Pagan Faust, producers.
No real surprises in terms of
For a
that
complete list of
category.
all the nominations, please visit Oscar.com.
And join us Sunday night, February 28th, to celebrate these incredible artists and films at the Oscars with our host, Chris Rock. See you then.
All right, so those are the full nominations. Now let's talk about the Best Picture categories. Because I pulled up the list, and I've actually recorded this like a half hour later after watching the actual nomination announcements. So I had time to think about it. But let's see. For Best Picture, the biggest gripe I have about the Best Picture nominees concerns Mad Max Fury Road. I think it's a well-made action movie. It's really badass, and I actually do think George Miller was deserving of that Best Director nomination because of how badass it is. But I didn't have any emotional attachment to anything that was going on. I look at it the same way a lot of people look at Avatar, where it's like, it's maybe because it's being too overexposed and overhyped that I'm liking this movie less and less, which I don't want to, because Mad Max, as I said, is an awesome action movie, well directed, it's got funny moments, it's just a really badass movie all around, but it ain't shit when it comes to the Oscars. It's nothing. It does not come close to any of the other nominees for Best Picture. I'm sorry. Star Wars is a better Best Picture nomination than Mad Max Fury Road was, because I mean, I'm just speaking for myself, but I had more emotional attachment to Star Wars. Star Wars made me emote more than Mad Max Fury Road. With Mad Max Fury Road, I was like, meh, it was cool. With Star Wars, I was like, yeah! And yeah, there you get though. In fact, I'm curious why they only nominate 8 movies now. They have the power to go up to 10 nominations. Why not put Star Wars in there? Or Creed. Creed only got 1 nomination. That was for Sylvester Stallone. Why is that? I mean, I can understand why Star Wars didn't get a Best Picture nomination because the Academy kind of looks down on science fiction, which that's not fair. A movie is a movie, no matter what kind of genre it is. I mean, you nominated Mad Max Fury Road, which was an action movie, pure action movie. You could have nominated Star Wars. And Creed really was one of the best movies of last year. One nomination. Granted, it was a nomination that is well-deserved and should win, but it's still one nomination. That's bullshit. And also, I know this probably wasn't going to get any attention because it's a horror movie, but I feel like It Follows should have gotten nomination for Best Cinematography because I've said in my review and in my best of, a lot of the shots in that movie are shots that I like to frame on my wall. They're so beautiful. And nope, nothing. No nominations for It Follows. Why? Because it's a horror movie, and the Academy, for some reason, doesn't like horror movies, even though they gave Silence of the Lambs Best Picture in 1991. But whatever. I also really liked the score for It Follows, but I guess the Academy has a problem with these electronic synthesizer type scores, even though they gave Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross the Oscar for Social Network. Whatever. So overall, I think this award season was more satisfying than the last year's. I mean, all the actor nominations are still white as hell, but I'm not going to get worked up over that because, you know what? Maybe I'll have one gripe. I would have replaced Bryan Cranston with Michael B. Jordan in Creed because Michael B. Jordan was really good in that movie. He was phenomenal. Not as good as Stallone, but still really gave a terrific performance. Also, I have some other gripes. I am disappointed that Star Wars didn't get a nomination for Best Production Design because that was a really great looking movie in terms of its sets, like what was CG, what wasn't. I'm disappointed that Inside Out didn't get either Best Picture or Best Original Score nomination because Michael Giacchino's score in that movie was really good. I don't know. The song category, it's just whatever. But there were more surprises this year than there were last year. I was happy that Tom Hardy got a Best Supporting Actor nomination. I think that was surprising and well-deserved. I was really surprised and happy that Ex Machina got nominations for visual effects and original screenplay, because that's a really great movie. I'm actually surprised the Peanuts movie didn't get nominated for Best Animated Feature. I thought that was really good. But I haven't seen the other animated feature nomination. So I guess that's all I have to say about the Oscars. I thought they were a little more satisfying than last year, but not without its disappointments. There are many categories where I was disappointed in. I wish some movies got nominated over others, but what can you do? I have no control of what the Academy nominates and votes for. So those are my thoughts on the nominations. I am considering doing a live stream of the Oscars when they're out. It's nothing set in stone, but it's something that I would like to do if I can get everything set up properly. Until then, leave a comment and tell me what you thought of these Oscar nominations. Were you satisfied with them? Were you disappointed? What did you want to get nominated? What do you think should have not have been nominated? Like, subscribe, share me with your friends. Don't forget to check out my official website, therealmrrobinson.com. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, and Periscope. And this is The Real Mr. Robinson telling you there is only one.